Good morning. I'm leaving here with something. Yeah, I mean, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving here with something. Yeah, I mean, I'm from around the way. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm leaving here with something. Yeah, I mean, Maggie's in the house. Magpie's in the house. What's happening? What it do? Oh, yes. This uh audio and video extravaganza is fitting to begin. Hey, Michael Pruitt. Listen, let me tell you something, man. It was a blast for us to do. I'm trying to tell you, man. I shouldn't have been that high. Jeez Louise. How you feeling? I'm good. Last night's show was cool, man. I don't know if I should have been like that, but yeah, I mean, listen. That show was something else, man. Go ahead and start this radio shit, man. Yeah, listen, last night's show was wild. I don't know if we should be having that much fun. That's ridiculous. It was ridiculous how much fun we was having, man. Listen, it was ridiculous how much fun we was having. I've never had. You said sipless in the mouth, and I thought I was going to. Let me tell y'all something. This shit was wild. This shit was off the chains, man. That shit was off the chains. Morning, good morning, good morning. Villains Guild Theater was this it? It's Rouse High Exalted, Nart. We was tripping. We was tripping last night. Last night we was definitely on some bullshit. Gretchen's in the building. CFO of Ghost Claw Productions Radio. Ghost Claw Productions, period. She's the CFO. She handles the business. Yo, man. Last night was wild. If y'all didn't get a chance to go watch to watch or listen to Rouse High Exalted last night, you really should. It is on our YouTube channel. Because God, what do you think of, man? He's on some real bullshit last night. He really was. We was on some extraordinary bullshit. But that was last night. Good morning, Vietnam. Chaos is in the house. That was last night. Today is today. It's time for us to stop BSing. Stop bullshit. Go ahead and start this show off proper like. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all. The ships at sea. Welcome to the sound of coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull off in my bag of mama jokes. Let me see. Yeah.
You know, There was a time when your mother was standing in the rain. There were two men. Your father was on the other side of the bridge. I was on the other side of the bridge. We were on opposite sides. And it was like Sophie's choice. Do I want a life filled with boring turkey sandwiches and no love? Or do I want a life filled with sex and danger? I was sex and danger. Your daddy was turkey sandwiches. That's why your mama married your daddy. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. This show is brought to you in part by Glitter Wigs. Boom, 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 boom. Glitter Wigs. Boom, boom, boom. Glitter Wigs. We're giving you some glitter wigs. Incredible smelling candles, and believe me when I tell you, incredible smelling candles. Glitter Wigs candles save my nostrils. My dog was over here trying to give me the war on terror shit. He farted and I was like, yo! How the shit is this? So it was Glitter Wigs to save my life. Incredible smelling candles and great merchandise, including melting wax, you sickos. Inspired by some of your favorite content creators, myself included. Glitterwigs.com. This show was brought to you in part by Smooth. California. Nailed it. Skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. SmoothCA.online. This show is brought to you in part by Mel. On that, Mel. Mel. What's it called? Melanated Excellence! A celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. MElExcellence.com. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by something black made something black made like my daddy's nuts. Pow! It's never gonna stop. If you think there will become a day where this show will actually be a little bit more mature, you are wrong. Go to somethingblackmade.com. Check out the t-shirts, the hoodies, the leather jackets. Leather jackets 2025. Leather jacket 2025. Leather jacket 2025. Whether you're on your way to the freak off, or whether you are being kidnapped, take it to the take that. Something Black Made has you covered. Try to tell you. One day, when I'm sober, I'll ask that question, but that is definitely a late night show. The shit we was talking about last night, you can't bring that up on just in the morning. People trying to go to work listening to shit like,
excuse me.
But go to somethingblackmade.com. Before we begin this show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we must introduce the hottest, greatest, studio audience of all time, the Perculators. We love the Perculators stay here. They don't eat nothing. I'm trying to tell you. She was wild, man. Percolators stay percolating. Yeah, I mean. We love the Perculators over here. Don't front. But we got to get to the people who make this show possible. That is you. That is you. That is you. And that is you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's introduce the Coffee Beans. When I think of all the drinks that we could have, what you mean you can't hear the population? Excuse me? What? You will hear the studio audience, damn it. But when I think about all the things and all the ways that I could be drinking, you know, hot rock with a little bit of fish in it for a drink. Oh, wait. Whoa. Hold on now. Let me try this again. Over in TikTok, can you hear this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's all you need to know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, perfect. Great. Yeah, I turned the volume down a little bit. Good morning, Texas girl mom X2. Okay, but we could be drinking hot water, hot rock with a little bit of fish sprinkled in it for our morning gruel. But instead we have coffee because of you coffee beans. We love you coffee beans. And I hope when you came in here to watch this show, you were thinking the same thing that I hope a lot of y'all think when you come in to watch this show, and that is this.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
We starting this today. All right, so all week, I have been helping you guys build Article 5. Article 5 being a marginalized community, Article 5 meaning an attack on one is an attack on all. So guess what? Now, after we have made the foundation, we have been honest about the situation and things of that nature. Now, I ain't cutting it up no more. Leave me with something. Ain't doing that. Now we're going to talk about false activism. There's a dude who I tagged in my Jill Stein Watch videos. You can go back and look at him. His name is E.S. Mighty or some shit like that. Okay. E.S. Mighty is one of those. And by one of those, what I do mean is the sort of person that only sees 1 inch of the field and thinks that's the entirety of the field.
This bitch.
Straight up bitch. So he has a video on his channel where he's beating up somebody and he's like, okay, you can take over. And then they start beating him and he starts talking about Democrats and Democrats and Republicans being the same. Before I start in on him, I'm going to give you a name. Jocelyn Rojo Carnazza. Carranza. Jocelyn Rojo Carnazza, I believe it, Carnazza, something like that. Okay. She was 11 years old. Jocelyn is no longer here. She unalived herself after being bullied at school about her and her family's immigration status. Shit got dark quick, didn't it? I read that story yesterday. And then I saw E.S. Mighty. Beware of false activists. Good morning, Pamela. Good to see you. Love you dearly. If you're building an Article 5, you got to get these people the hell up out of the way. Sorry, Argue with your mom, but do not argue with me. Sorry. Because E.S. Mighty's belief that both sides are the same are one of the reasons why Jocelyn Rojo Carranza, that's it, excuse me, Carranza, is no longer here. I am not using that young girl's death the same way the white people do with Lincoln Riley. No, it is an example. It is an example. Because if you thought that both sides were exactly the same, you need a hug. No. You don't need no hug.
He needs some milk.
You need some goddamn milk. Let me help y'all understand something. When I talk about beware the false activist, it is the person that has no plan, going nowhere, doing nothing. But they want you to make a change for just them. I'm going to tell you something. We've had this discussion. Members of the guilds have had this discussion. You've seen the comments of people in the guild, in the comment section over on YouTube or TikTok or what have you. But there was a reason why I said there would never be a leader of the guild and that each of us is a leader. The reason is this. Each of us come into this with different passions. Whether it's trans rights, black women rights, whether it's the right to assemble, whether it's the right to protest, regardless of what it is, regardless of where in the world we are, each of us come into this with different reasonings. What makes us so special is that those reasonings become our reasonings. Tiger Bomb loves giving away, food and school supplies and things of that nature. He's absolutely passionate about it. So guess what? We become passionate about it. He did a drive to get kids some school supplies, and they needed something like 30-something bags. So I bought them. But I didn't buy them for me. It wasn't like, from Thomas the Villain Bishop, here's some school bags. No. And I even said it in a note, and Tiger will tell you, on behalf of the Villains Guild. I don't have to be directly involved in your fight to make your fight my own. A centralized leader would have been like, we pick this, we pick that. No. Why pick when you can have a one-stop shop? Why pick? Why pick a different, where are you? Who is this? Hoodlum over in the TikTok chat. I'm gonna give you about 10. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. I ain't gonna shut the show down, but I need you to say something that makes me want to have you here. I want you to say anything that even remotely makes you relevant to a part of this damn conversation, because I got a button waiting for you and I got 3 mods that's ready to handle that ass. So I'm going to give you about 15 seconds. Why are you here? 12, 11. Up. Go, Elon, go.
Check those seat
Get your ass up out of here. Ejectocito, cuz. Go, Elon, go. You can go your ass up out of here. Ejectocito, cuz. Kind of shit is that? Bring your ass in here simping for that pale face. Come on now. Moon cricket. Man, I'm going to eject you one more time just because I can. Get your ass out of here. Sipping for super milk. Come on, man. You over here sipping for super milk. They look like good white sheets and you over here talking about go, Eon, go. Damn, you don't get your bitch ass out of here. There will be no simping for the rich up in this bitch. Got your damn ejectocito, cuz. Back to what I was saying. I don't have to understand. Oh, why do you keep doing that? Dale, I love you so much. I really do. We don't have to know or be involved in your fight to be a part of it. A centralized leader would have literally made them, okay, well, I'm only going to fight for what I fight for, and everybody has to fight. You out of your damn mind. You are out of your damn mind. Whether it's a cat stuck in a tree, whether it's a missing person, whether it's water rights someplace else, if one person in the guild is passionate about it, then you have an entire guild that is behind you. But a false activist will tell you there's only one thing important at a time. A false activist will have you believing that you can look at Vice President Kamala Harris, one of the most accomplished women, not just black women, women ever to seek the highest office in the land, and think that she's exactly the same as Orange Oompa Loompa Cheeto Man, Captain Shits in his pants, the magical melting man of Mar-a-Lago. You are out of your goddamn mind. And no chaos. The Justice League does not have a leader. They just rely on Superman because he is the most powerful member. But even Superman will tell you, I'm not the leader. Batman will tell you, we look up to Superman, but he ain't the leader of this moment. Yeah. So, when I see people like E.S. Mighty, when I see people like him, you know what I think? You don't see the whole field, do you? Good morning, Scott White over in the YouTube chats. Good morning. First time here, I believe. First time, yeah. You don't see the whole field. You don't. This is what pisses me off the most about what happened in the run-up to this election. It's not the fact that we lost, because people lose every day. People lose elections every day, B. People lose elections every day, B. It happens. You know what I mean? But what I do find so, I guess what pisses me off the most is the passing of the buck. Had we as Americans thought in a community rather than individuals, there would have been no raids with ICE into people's homes. There would have been no bullying of people about their immigration status, and therefore Jocelyn Rojo Carranza would still be here. It is a direct correlation. Everybody loves talking about the butterfly effect, butterfly effect, but y'all don't see the butterfly effect at all. At all. Y'all not thinking in terms of the goddamn butterfly effect. You are banking that your one little thing is more important than the country. If there was a centralized leader in the Villains Guild, they would be banking on their passions as opposed to the good of the guild. I speak from the guild. My heart is in the guild. My strength comes from the guild. I stand where I stand because of the guild. I am not above it, nor am I the leader of it. I might be the face. I'll be the face. Cool. When you think of the Villains Guild, you can think of me. Cool, great, whatever. But there are far too many great passions that make up what we stand for. We believe in the people of Gaza. We do. Just like we also believe in the Israeli people. We do. Some of us have a feeling about either or. And that's okay. That is okay. Because at the end of the day, every member understands the concept of humanity. You cannot solve a problem overseas if you do not fix what's going on in your house. Argue with your mom and don't argue with her. Sorry. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No human being has ever been able to fix the world while their house is on fire. And it don't work that way, dog. It does not work that way. You out here trying to solve the world's problem, your house is falling apart, and people are looking at you going,
Oh, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
you doing the most. Black folks will tell you in a heartbeat, you doing the most. When you, thank you, Sydney PhD. When you get on the plane and they give you that big long spiel about the flotation devices and shit like that. When they talk to you about them oxygen masks, what's the first thing they tell you to do? Especially if you have a child. Affix your mask first and then put your child's mask on. They don't tell you, hey, put your child's mask on and then die of asphyxiation. What the hell are you doing? And that is, again, my problem. Beware the false activist. There has to be, thank you, Dave, that's the word I was looking for, intersectionality. Intersectionality. Lot of syllables, great word, you should study it. Because with intersectionality, you understand that your shit, the thing you're so passionate about, oh my God, don't do this, that, and the third, can be harmed if you ain't paying attention to this shit over here. Again, argue with your mom. Don't argue with her. It is, what does inclusion mean in the DEI meeting? Inclusion meaning everybody has a seat at the table. And everybody at the table respects that seat. Let me say that again. I'm gonna say it one more again. I'm gonna say it one more again. Everybody has a seat at the table, and everybody at the table respects that seat. Oh, y'all thought y'all was just coming here for giggles and shits. No. The moment you opened your app and opened your ass and came into this damn live or started watching this morning show, you know what you was gonna do?
I'm leaving here with something.
You gonna leave it with something.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You gonna leave with something? Yep, we're talking Article 5 again, Reverend Hayes. Yes. It's not just that everybody has a seat at the table. It's that the entirety of the people at the table respect that seat. So if a person with disabilities sits down and wants to have a conversation about what it's like to be a person with disabilities, shut your bitch ass up and listen. And you fight for them. Because a person with disabilities is going to listen to the plight of women in the LGBTQIA plus, the trans women and femme presenting non-binary people, and say, that's my fight. But you have to beware of false activism. If they can make a damn TikTok video saying that both sides are the same shit, tell them to be quiet. Tell them shut up. You hear them making TikTok videos talking about, well, you know, Kamala is just like Donald Trump. Just sit your dumb ass down. Sit your dumb ass down. I told y'all this 3 days ago. To say that a person has to vote for the lesser of two evils means you know one of the evils is worse. You got a lion, a hungry lion in one room, and Cerberus, the three-headed dog, in the other one. You talking about picking the lesser of the options. So I'd rather have my asshole eaten with butter and salt by a lion. That means you know Cerberus is gonna do 10 times goddamn worse with your ignorant ass. With your ignorant ass. You knew Cerberus was gonna put damn butter, bitch. You was gonna be Arthur Bryan's barbecue sandwich. Just meat and bread. So don't tell me you don't know that there's a difference when you even say that shit.
Well, you know, when you go in the voting booth, you're just voting for the lesser of two evils.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Sit down. That means you're still voting against the greater of two evils, you idiots. By definition, if you're voting for less evil, that means you know there's more evil on the other side. And if you know that, then you know it is imperative to stop that from happening. Which brings me back to E.J. Mighty and Jocelyn Royho Carranza. Jocelyn was an 11-year-old girl. And she took a very drastic step to stop the bullying. But where do you think that bullying is coming from? Kids repeat what they hear. So if kids in her school are bullying her about her immigrant status, that means those kids learned it from mom and dad. Okay? Mom and dad vote. Mom and dad pay taxes. Mom and dad are the ones that when they do the polls, oh, Donald Trump's doing so great. They are a part of that greater evil. And had you taken the steps to make sure that greater evil never got back into power, we wouldn't be sitting here in this situation right now. We wouldn't be. Because you saw one aspect, 1 inch of field. You made a decision that affects everyone. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I mean this. This is gonna be listen. This is gonna be controversial. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But this will continue to be a thing. Who in the French fried, funky fresh, flapjacking, flip flopping, flying fish, flapping, flaking, flirking, filth, florin, filth thought that Jill Stein would be a great president? What's good, big New York? Yes, Michael Pruitt. I can't stop my 4-year-old saying big stupid ass truck. I need y'all to understand. Y'all looked at Jill Stein and said, yeah, Jill can fix it. Are you out of your goddamn mind? You thought that...
Boy, if you don't get...
Y'all thought that election cicada was a good idea. Y'all thought that election cicada was a good idea. A bitch that only shows up every 4 years. If you were in an intimate relationship with somebody you only saw in 4 years, you cheating. I don't give a damn. You're out your mind. Every 4 years, she show up, promise you all this great ass. You give her your rent money, and then you don't see the bitch the next day, and you don't see her again for 4 years. Listen, if I gotta wait 4 years to be in a relationship with your bitch ass, listen here.
I like you.
Somebody else getting his work.
Now we can do this.
Listen, somebody else getting his work. Hey man, where your girlfriend? I only see my girlfriend once every 4 years, man. Then you ain't got a girlfriend. I know.
I'm leaving here with something.
Getting the hell. Listen, somebody getting this.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Phone numbers, promises of shit that happened later. You out your damn mind. My girlfriend only shows up once every 4 years. Shit. I'm going to the club. Listen, I'm going to the club with the express written consent of.
I'm leaving here with something.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Leaving here with something. You got your damn mind. Here comes your girlfriend. You ain't seen her in 4 years. You got kids now. Shit. Soon as your girlfriend left, you went out here just try. You was gonna get a date.
I'm leaving here with something.
You leave with something. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving it with something. Where is that woman that is from South Carolina and was visiting Dearborn, Michigan, and stood her dumb ass in front of that camera and said that bullshit? If you can't vote for Jill, vote for Trump. But do not think you can vote for Kamala and be welcome in my community. Where is she? Where is she? I need y'all to understand this. False activism. Now, I know a lot of young people are going to be like, well, you're old. You don't understand. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You see, I was raised with the myths and the legends. Dr. King died 3 years before I was born. My older sister remembers Dr. King. And she remembers the riots that happened after his death. She remembers the mountaintop speech. I was born in the shadow of that. The shadow of the murder of Fred Hampton. The exiling of Assata Shakur to Cuba for a crime she made or she didn't commit. I'm sorry, whatever. I was raised in the shadow of that. Like, I come from that soil, and I know what it takes to stand in that shadow and then outgrow it. Some of y'all want to outgrow it before ever standing in it. You made a dumbass decision because you were a false activist. Donald Trump, thank you, Chaos. Donald Trump is calling himself a king. Yeah, I saw it, Jay Thomas. I did. I saw it. Donald Trump is calling himself a king. He was the greater evil all along. How the hell did your ass not see that shit? Oh, that's right. Because you weren't paying attention. Understand, we're not playing a one-person game of tiddlywinks. This is a 4K flat-screen television PS5 version of Madden. The television is 85 inches. You can even see the chest hair on some of the players. This is real life, kids. And there are no do-overs. None. There is no such thing as a moral strength if your punk ass is out here making all the wrong goddamn decisions. The greater evil is in charge because you didn't want to vote for the lesser. You were a false activist. And ever since then, old punk ass Election Cicada zipped up the bag with the money cause she got the loot, and then got the hell up out of here. Ain't nobody heard shit from that bitch since. Again, I have a counter, an entire playlist on my own personal TikTok page. It's literally, we are at day number 106, I think. No, yeah, it is. Today's 106. Ain't heard shit from that bitch. How good of a damn idea was it for you to throw your vote away when the greater evil has 3 heads? Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk. It was Cerberus the whole goddamn time. Exactly, Magpie. Tomorrow is voting day in Germany. There is a chance that a far-right party will take power in Germany. Domino, mother. Beware of false activism. And as a caveat, because you know I love giving y'all these caveats. If you are a false activist, stop. Stop. I told y'all, everybody seems to think that black people are upset because of people not voting for Kamala. And it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the disrespect. Is this making sense to you now? It was the disrespect. It was literally talking shit to black women about an educated black woman that black women took a problem and offense to. That is part of your false activism, your fake activism. That was the part. It wasn't just the fact that you did not vote for this woman. It was the fact that you were disrespectful while you were on your way to screw the rest of us. Like, God damn. Understand something. Had y'all just went to the voting booth, did what you was going to do and shut the F up, nobody would have known shit. But it was video after video after video. It was comment after comment after comment. I will never forget whoever that, I know her face. I don't know her name and I don't want to know it, but I know her face. I will never forget her saying black people are colonizers. I almost put my phone into a lake. How dare you? That's the level of disrespect I'm talking about. And it comes naturally with false or fake activist. Because you truly believe that you can somehow go scorched earth because of some shit you believe in, and then when the planet is on fire, come back and say, well, you shouldn't have given me the matches. Excuse me? Well, it's your fault. You gave me the matches.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Sit your stupid ass down. Sit your ignorant ass down. You made the decision to burn. Burned everyone. And again, I'm going to say this one more time. She called black people colonizers. And you think that I want to come to the table and talk to you? Let me tell you what a cascading effect looks like. So you vote for the election cicada, you vote for Cornel West, or you vote for the heroin addict RFK, or you don't vote at all, or you voted for Trump. Let me show you what a cascading effect looks like. Donald Trump, who has been saying exactly what the hell he say, hey, Black Hat, send me a message, man. Because I'm trying to figure that out myself. I have speakers, and that's for the TikTok, but yeah. And I'm trying to get rid of that damn double. I really am. I think is that better? Is that better? Because I don't hear the double. Let me try something. Hold on.
I'm leaving here with something.
Ooh. The volume is low though. Hold on, let me try this.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Can TikTok hear that?
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Okay. Hey, Black Hat, I think I might have fixed it. I don't know. I think I might have fixed it. All right, I gotta turn the damn shit up. See, this is where the problem is. You try something.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
DM me on ooh shit. Ay, coño. Whatever that was, I ain't doing that shit again. God damn. Damn, that hurt. That hurt my feelings. Reach out to me on IG. Same name, bro. All right. So, again, I'm showing you what a cascading effect is. Donald Trump has never hid exactly what he wants to do. When he brought Elon Musk on there, it was literally he was in the process of getting that plan started. And Elon said, okay, I'm going to get it on the ground end. That way I can make some money off of this shit too. Okay, so you go in voting for Jill Stein, voting for RFK, voting for Cornel West, voting for a bag of potato chips, voting for that one girl that does that weird dance with the piece of string on the ribbon on the stick, and she just drives around with no shoes on in the rain. Whatever. You voted against everyone. So here's how a cascading effect works. He wins. He starts to implement his plan. Project 2025 has been out there for public consumption for months now. It is the reason I changed my stance on who I was going to vote for, because I read that piece of shit and I saw it. I said, no, there's no way in hell we can allow this to happen. We cannot allow this to happen. Have you read this thing? It was going to attack everything in my life. Every aspect of my life would have been affected by Project 2025. Then he came out with Agenda 47. I was like, no. We have got to get him the hell up out of here. So I went in and I voted for America. I voted for poor people. I voted for the people, people with disabilities. I voted for my trans brothers and sisters. I voted for the members of the LGBTQIA+. I voted for black women. I voted for black men. I voted for veterans. I voted for elderly. You didn't. He wins. Then they say, oh, by the way, Project 2025 really is our agenda. And then they start to implement it. Doge, which is a non-regulated government entity that was made out of thin air, is now, they have access to our personal information. Name, date of birth, social security numbers, banking account information, routing numbers. It has access. Frank. Oh, Frank, say it again. Say it one more time, Frank. Hey, Frank, why is that a good thing? Frank. Oh, hey, big deal. Oh, angry. Chaos, Jessica, get ready. Why is that a big deal, Frank? Why? No, let him speak. Listen, I don't get to do this twice in one day. After the first time, people learn how to shut the F up. Come on, Frank. I ain't had this much fun in a while, Frank. Why is that not a problem? Why is that not a problem, Frank? The fact that a government agency that nobody voted for now has access to people's social security information. Come on, Frank. Do you get paid through PayPal? What the F does that got to do with the question I just asked you, Frank? Frank, don't run, baby. Baby, Frank, answer that question, Frank. Answer it. The button is running. Give me one stupid answer. Just give me one stupid answer. Come on, Frank. I don't get a chance to do this twice in one day. Frank, come on, baby. You have to put your AS number for PayPal. What the hell is it? Oh. Ejectocito, cuz. Get your ass up out of here. Your ass out of here. Ejectocito, cuz. Doofy ass. Doofy son of a bitch. You get ejectocito, cuz. Back to what I was talking about. So they start implementing Project 2025. Pretty soon, an unregulated government agency is involved in everybody's personal information. literally the day after the inauguration, now all of a sudden we get ICE raids. People who are here legally, people who may be here illegally, as these people call them. I call them migrants. Now we got rotting food in the fields. Now we don't have people doing construction. Now we don't have people working in the hospitality industry. Now America is facing the knowledge that we are losing our workforce, and a lot of people are now going to suffer from it. Now, people in the National Institutes of Health who help fight against diseases are being fired or let go. Now, we have people who have worked in the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, for decades. Now, they're no longer at their job. Now, we have planes falling out of the goddamn sky. And now, the thing you were the most passionate about, Gaza, Palestinians, they now have to wake up with the realization that Donald Trump is going to turn every person. I got you, Black Guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I saw that. Everything that they have watched be destroyed now is going to be turned into a resort. But you did a protest vote to send a message to the lesser of two evils and not a message to the greater of the two. Do you see now what I mean by following a false activist? I tell people all the time, I know what my lane is. I am a social commentator. When I finally do get some business cards and shit made, it will say that. It will give my title at Ghost Claw Productions. It will give my title at Ghost Claw Productions Radio. But it will always say social commentary. I do not stand on either side of a divide. I simply show you that the divide is there. That is my job. That is my responsibility. It is the responsibility that I chose. The very moment I stood in front of a camera, made my very first TikTok video, where I said, I am tired of carrying stupid people along with us. It is the reason that if you go over to my YouTube channel, I have an entire playlist called The Villain's Rant. I am not here to be the person standing in front of a revolution. I am the person that tells you when it's time to have one. I made a video on The Villain's Rant called How Do We Protest? Where I still have an echo. Damn it. Trying to get rid of it. But I literally am here to tell you what you don't see. It is my responsibility as a social commentator to see the entire field. Not just my part of the field, all of the goddamn field. That's my job. But let me reset this show. But before I reset it, everybody, coffee break. Everybody have a drink. Everybody have a drink. Have a drink, have a drink, have a drink, drink. And then I will reset the show. I'm going to go refill my coffee. Be right back. Social commentary, bitches. Bishop just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him some coffee right now. All right. Let me reset this show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the sound of coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio. If you love this show, but you do not have the time to watch the live stream, go to gcpr.live. There, you can hear this show and incredible and bunches of incredible shows hosted by incredible hosts. Here at Ghost Claw Productions Radio, diversity, equity, and inclusion is not bad to us. It is not just what we believe in. It is what we stand for. It is the basis for this radio station. It is part of our masthead where every voice matters. It's not just a slogan. It's what we believe in. GCPR.LIVE. This show is brought to you in part by Glitter Wigs, Glitter Wigs, Glitter Wigs, Glitter Wigs, Glitter Wigs, boom, 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 Glitter Wigs. I'm just saying, my bad. My bad. Oh, okay, all right, didn't know, was checking. Glitter Wicks is where you can get them candles that smell so good when you've been doing that thing. I'm pretty sure London has a candle called the thing. Imagine all the sweet and sweaty smells you've ever smelled in your life. Now put that in a candle. And if they don't, damn it, you need to have one. I'm dead ass. Hey, Glitter Wicks, there's a name with a candle. You want to know what the name? Listen, it smells like sticky, sweaty sex, and it's called...
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Called leaving with something. Oh, shit, but... incredible smelling candles and fantastic merchandise inspired by some of your favorite content creators, myself included. Glitterwix.com. This show is brought to you in part by California. Skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. SmoothCA.online. This show is brought to you in part by Melanin Excellence! A celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. It's Black History Month. Stop bullshitting around. Go get yourself a Malcolm X t-shirt or a Muhammad Ali hoodie. Stop playing, MaleExcellence.com. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Oh, Something Black Made. My mama and daddy on a Saturday night ain't got nothing else to do. Bam! They made me. Just say it. So go to somethingblackmade.com. It's Leather Jacket 2025. Leather Jacket 2025. Leather Jacket 2025. The goal is to actually have a 4-pack. Put all the non-Diddy approved Betty Earl on myself as possible. A pair of tight ass jeans and some work boots while I'm glistening with nothing on but a leather jacket on the top. So that's the goal, and the leather jacket will obviously be bought by me from somethingblackmade.com. I forgot to do this. If you were watching on TikTok, if you were watching on YouTube, I ask 3 favors of you. Like this show. I get up in the morning, I do this for you guys. because the rest of my day consists of dealing with dogs and dealing with dog shit. You know what I mean? So please like this show. This show is all about you. Share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your coworkers. I know you got one coworker that don't laugh. Ask them to watch this show one time and see whether or not they laugh. I'm telling you right now, they gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you. I'll make them laugh. I don't give a shit. Hey, Ben, you can't drink more than coffee. It's too early in the morning, bro. You can't do that. Don't do that. Come on now. Don't do that. And if you're over in the YouTube chat and haven't subscribed to Ghost Claw Productions Radio, why? What did we do? We did a morning, Jen morning. We did one fantastic show called the Riles High Exalted last night. It might actually be the funniest shit, the funniest 2 hours, sustained 2 hours I've ever had on television or on the radio or in a live stream ever. I laughed through that entire thing. I started off laughing. I think we ended it on laughing too, because some of the shit we was talking about, man. Just, I'm gonna ask that question tomorrow. The question I asked on Rouse High Exalted last night. I'm gonna ask it tomorrow. But if you over on the YouTube chat, the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you're on TikTok, throw your boy some coins. I will be on my regular account tomorrow. So, whatever. Listen, tomorrow's flag gonna play Friday, so there's that. But back to what I was talking about. Now, hello, Jenda. Listen, it was high. Morning, Nana J, love you. Nana J's my nana. I never had one, so she adopted me. So Nana J is my nana. But back to what I was talking about. It is my job and responsibility as a social commentator to see the entire field. Whether it goes against what it is that I believe in or not, it is my job and my responsibility to speak on it. I do not have to be a black woman to speak on black women issues, because as a social commentator, that is my job. So if a black woman is harmed or a black woman is hurt, like that black woman that got smacked by that damn security guard at a Taco Bell, I hope his punk ass got fired, and if he didn't, why not? That's my job. That's my job to say that. So there is the beginning of my activism. Now, am I going to be out in the streets marching and shit? I don't know. I don't. I have agoraphobia. I'm really, really, really nervous around, like, a small crowd like a Planet Comic Con. I can live with that, because I can put myself in a duality sort of situation. I can become somebody else. But like hundreds of thousands of people, no. I'm telling you right now, I will be claustrophobic. I will have a panic attack. I'll feel like I'm claustrophobic, because I do have agoraphobia. I do not like big crowds. So maybe I won't. But maybe I will do this and get people interested in protesting. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So my job and my responsibility is social commentator. The organization that I belong to, yeah, they have activists in it. Not gonna lie, they do. And what do? If we can't physically be there with you, we will support you. What do you need? You need water? It's cold. Are you protesting over there? Let's get you a jacket or something. Even if we have to borrow from each other to make sure that person has what they need. I need you to think about that for just a second. What does a false activist give you other than one piece of a field? And when you listen to that one piece and you think only about that one piece, you screw everybody else on the field. The reason people like Maya get the shit that they do, because Maya only cared about one goddamn thing. Again, it's not who you voted for. It's the nastiness around the reason you were voting for this person in the first place. You can be so passionate about your thing that you forget others. Others are involved. Others can be hurt. You forget that. I don't vote for black people because it's cool or it's profitable. I vote for them because that's where I come from. That means everything that affects the black community, I vote for or against. Over policing in the black community, I'm voting against that. Not because I've been, I got stopped by the police, so I'm gonna go ahead and vote just for myself. No, I vote for the black community because I know there are black men that go through the exact same thing that I do. I have a rich history of strong black women in my life. I don't understand the concept of somebody wanting a weak woman. I don't know who that is. I've never met one. I've never met this docile, oh my God, save me. Who are you? Who are you? I come from women, black women fighters. Whether it's fighting for your rights or beating your ass, that's where I come from. Listen, the black women I come from, they had one mentality. If you come there humbly, you will leave knowing that you are loved. But if you come there on that bullshit,
I'm leaving here with something.
I leave with something.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You're going to leave with a lesson. The hell I look like capitulating to I don't know who these women y'all think y'all know. So when I fight for those sisters, the fighters. I don't have to be the guy standing in there, but I see them fight. I support that. And then I vote accordingly. It's not a fashion sense. It's not some cool shit. I'm not pandering. It's the truth. It's where I come from. I come from that. So what the hell makes you think that voting selfishly or advocating for my people to vote selfishly is going to work? Do you know why we don't like Candace Owens and Rob Smith and Byron Donalds and Tim Scott and the rest of these sellout ass people? Do you really want to know? It's because they think selfishly and we don't come from selfish. Black people do not come from selfish. We don't know who the hell these selfish son bitches are. You think you can speak for us? No. Because you know what? You don't speak for us because, goddamn it, we ain't never been like that. Never. Black people have never had the luxury to be rugged individuals. Because if a black man in New York does some shit, some black man here in Georgia some white man in Georgia will see me and say, that's how they all are. You remember that guy that did the thing up in New York? There's no effing way we could ever be individualized. We want to be. We are not a monolith. We want to be respected for our individualities, but we understand that that's not how America operates. So I cannot vote selfishly because it will affect people that look just like me. Black people do not come from this rugged individual bullshit. And we are the foot soldiers in almost every single fight for civil and human rights in this country. And you mean to tell me some of y'all still haven't freaking learned that shit? You still out here talking shit to us? If it was not for people like Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers, if it was not for people like Stokely Carmichael and things of that nature, some of you would not even have the rights that you have in this country to come here and criticize black people. Argue with your goddamn mama, don't argue with me. You have the gall to come here and act as though you know better than people who have been doing this shit For decades, the only people that have been fighting longer than black folks are the natives. The native and indigenous community in this country have been fighting for human rights since them goddamn boats showed up. They have been fighting this battle longer than us. But they're the only ones. All of everybody else are Johnny come goddamn latelys. And now in this digital technological age, you think you can stand your silly ass up and advocate for one goddamn thing after decades of learning that shit don't work. You are a false activist. You are a false activist. You can bring up the Martin Luther King quote, an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, but you don't even look here. There are injustices in front of you. It is an injustice that elderly people, elderly working class people, have to survive on an amount of money that basically puts them under the poverty line. And now we have a rich billionaire telling them that they make too much and they should go back to work. That is an injustice here. You didn't notice? It is an injustice that women in this country are not afforded the right to privacy the same way gun owners are. A simple act of minding your goddamn business when it comes to what a woman does in her bedroom or her doctor's office is now somehow debatable. How that happen? How that happen? Where they do that at? That's an injustice here. It is an injustice that our migrant and undocumented community do so damn much to keep this country running, and yet are treated as if they're invaders. They're called vermin. They're called unclean, filthy. They have to live with that indignity of people saying to them, speak English, while they're speaking their native tongue to other people within their communities. It's an injustice that they have to live there and live here and hear that. Are your fake activist ass gonna do anything about it? You are all the way over there. You are halfway around the world looking for something that you can find in your front yard. Understand something. The blueprint is us. The white power structure thought so little of the native and indigenous community that they figured giving them small parcels of land would make up for the fact that they massacred buffalo to starve these people out. Do you get that? Is that making sense to you? The native and indigenous community had to live under the brutal ideal that they were savages. Their hair, which is a sacred thing in amongst their people, it does not matter the tribe, it was cut off. They were given angelicalized or evangelicalized names, not their given birth names. They were taught to be more like the white man. And they are still finding the bodies of small native children behind and around the grounds of these Christian schools. And you think your one little thing is going to top that. Of course you do, because you are a fake or false activist. When black people were freed, like, since you love Martin Luther King, he said it was free for us to famine. It was free for us to no land to work, no land to cultivate, no place to stay. When we did inevitably build ourselves up, pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we had thriving economies and thriving cities, they were always attacked and burned down. We now have to live with the indignity of knowing that part and then being told that we don't work hard enough. We're always begging the white man. Like I said, on the YouTube channel, under the playlist tab, The Villains Rants, you will see a tab, you will see a video called How Do We Protest? Think about that. Colin Kaepernick no longer plays for the National Football League because he took a knee to basically say, please stop using the police to kill us. And they kicked him out of the league for simply asking that you don't use the law enforcement arm of the state to continue to kill us. He did one protest and he's never worked again. You making TikTok videos and trying to shame people. If you don't sit your goofy ass the F down and shut your stupid ass up.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. I should. Because there's no way in hell. No way in hell. You thought that it would be in the best interest of the citizens of Gaza and the West Bank to vote against the person who would have at least had a conversation with them, as opposed to the person who is now about to turn that bitch into a resort place for rich people all over the goddamn world. There's no way in hell you thought that was a good idea. You led us nowhere, telling us nothing, and then running from the goddamn results of what you did. If Article 5, if a marginalized community's Article 5 is ever going to work, then everyone within it is going to have to suppress their own personal gripes for the greater good. And it's also going to require every person in marginalized communities that are part of the Article 5 to give a shit about everybody else. If you are a Mexican person, your ass should be saying Black Lives Matter, period, point blank, end of goddamn discussion. And not just saying it as a slogan, saying it like you mean it. Saying it like you mean it. Confronting your Spanish-speaking friends when they try that racism shit. Checking that ass. Checking that ass. If you are a black person, it requires you to care about missing and murdered indigenous women deeply. Like getting pissed off and saying something about it. If you are a native or indigenous person, it requires you to fight for trans rights the same way you fight for your own. If you are a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, it requires you to care about Muslims and Jews in this country like they are your family members. If you are a Jew or a Muslim in this country, Article 5 means that your ass is fighting against immigration like they're trying to take you out of this country. It requires women, especially white ones, to take their ego out of it and start giving a shit about women all over. Every fight a woman has in this country is your goddamn fight. It is yours. You take it seriously. You take it seriously. That is how Article 5, a marginalized community Article 5 would work. But you also have to weed out the people that would make sure it doesn't. And I'm sorry, kids, those people are the ones that thought Jill Stein was a good idea for president of the goddamn United States. Those people. Those people. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, you got to say it. Sometimes it's ejectocito, cuz. They have to go. They cannot be here. If all they give a shit about is Gaza and they can't tell you about little girls like Jocelyn Rojo Carranza, get their ass up out of here. They cannot be here. You cannot build with them, nor can you trust them. Period. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but it's true. Narrow-minded people will get you to fall off a cliff because they didn't see the bridge. A narrow-minded person will literally have you falling off of a cliff because they didn't want to see the bridge that sat in front of them. I am not a narrow-minded person. By definition, as a social commentator, I am not a narrow-minded person. I can't be. This has to be bigger than my ego. This has to be bigger than my own self-wants and desires. I have to tell the truth about all of it, everywhere, everything. That's why there is no... Here we go. Here we go. Michael, I have made several videos about this. If you are asking respectfully, I will tell you the story. If not, I got a button waiting on that ass. I need you to say something else, Michael. For 3, respectfully? Okay. Respectfully. Respectfully. I do it to honor a friend who is no longer here because of self-unaliving. I also do it to make myself unique. Living and breathing and being my authentic self. That is why I do it. That is why I wear nail polish. Here we go. So now you know, Michael. But these people do not belong around you. They don't. A false activist will always inevitably lead you astray. Understand something. We're always talking about the lesser of two evils. Meaning, A, we know there's a greater of two evils, right? Right? I desire to live in a world or live in a country where we don't have to worry about the evil aspect. But if you don't do some level of harm reduction, it will always be a choice. Understand, both political parties are dog shit. Hot dog shit. They are hot ass dog shit. I get that. You understand it. This is not a shock. This is not a secret. Okay? I ain't telling you nothing you don't already know. Both political parties are a bag of crunchy granola ass. Okay? There. Said it. All right? Democrats and Republicans. Both political parties are a bag of unleavened ass, all right? Yes, there should be more political parties. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the biggest mistake is always trying to go for the top prize. You only see this person on election season or election years when it's time to run for president. Excuse me? I'm sorry, Nana J. Unless I got canceled. I don't know. I'm still talking, I guess. I love you, Nana J. Every 4 years, here comes the usual suspects to try to take the big office. Why? Why? Where the hell have you been from year 1 to year 4? Why ain't we see you? You just creep out of the reason. And again, I'm not the one that started this. I just like using it so I can perpetuate it. And I forgot who the hell it is. Who it is that actually said it. Jill Stein is a goddamn election cicada. You only see that bitch once every 4 years. Why can't she ever run for governor? What's wrong with Jill Stein, mayor of, I don't know, Brooklyn? I don't know. How come she can't be a mayor or a city councilman? No. Every 4 years, this bitch comes out and flies her ass up to try to get to the top of the ticket. She says the exact same shit every 4 years. We have been dealing with Donald Trump for 10 years. 10. And in those 3 presidential elections, 2 that he won, 1 that he lost, where is Jill Stein? Right in the middle. Talking shit about shit she can't get done. Not understanding how government works. Not understanding anything. Just out here just to be out here. And this is my problem. You don't start shit from the top down. All grassroots, all new political parties have to start. No, they didn't. I'm still on TikTok. Go to the Sound of Coffee page, Edo. Maybe I did. I don't know. Hey, can you guys over on TikTok see me? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Because I'm still talking. Ain't got me for nothing. I ain't see it. Okay. Yeah, see, they're still over there. But no political movement starts from the top down. Nothing starts from the top down. You don't build a house starting with the roof. You got to build a foundation. So yeah, you can go over and, oh my God, I'm going to send a statement vote. Who else got hurt? Who else got hurt? Who else got hurt in that situation? While you was out here sending a protest vote, hoping the Democrats saw it, who else got hurt? Do you have somebody with disabilities in your family? They got hurt. You got a grandmother that you love? She got hurt. Is your dad a veteran? And he's getting veterans benefits? He got hurt. Your cousin, the lesbian or the non-binary person, they got hurt. All the women in your life, they got hurt. All of your black friends, they got hurt. You know that trans co-worker that you have that you love so much, they got hurt. But you sent a message, all right. You sent a message to the human beings that are around you. Again, as a social commentator, it is my job to see the entire field. As a member of the Villains Guild, it is my job to be there to fight the battles of every member of the guild. Whatever their passion is. If they're passionate about something, if there's something that they absolutely positively want to see changed, I'm there 100%, boots on the ground, whatever they need. Because no one Jim Morrison said it best. No one here gets out alive. They don't. You're not going to make it through this shit by your damn self. Rugged individualism was a lie when it first started. The idea that you only do everything alone is bullshit. It has led to countless deaths within this country. Old men, predominantly old white men, working themselves to death to try to at least even have a slice of the American dream. And they think because of rugged individualism, they have to do it alone. They never believed in the idea of community. They never believed in the idea of weakness, of vulnerability, of showing that right now is hard for you. You need help. That's why they never asked. How many of those men died of heart attacks at 55 or died of cancer at 60 because they smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day, living with that stress on their heads because they were never taught the idea of community. A lot of the things that they could have gotten done, a lot of the things that wanted to get done in this life could have been done had they asked for help. I need you to understand that. So voting for Jill Stein was a selfish vote. Trying to defend that selfish vote made it worse. The disrespect that led up to that selfish vote made it worse. You simply compounded issues, and now you are standing here trying to blame everyone else. You are a false/fake activist. And if there's going to be a level of the marginalized community, Article 5, we have to be willing to call these people out. I do not give a shit if you're black. I don't care if you're a black woman. If you're still up here saying this stupid shit, blaming everybody except for your damn self, knowing what the devastation is that's about to be unleashed and has been unleashed in a month. Today marks 1 month since Donald Trump took the White House, and look at the carnage that's been happening. Then you remember Jocelyn Royho Carranza, a little 11-year-old girl who was bullied by her classmates about her immigrant status and decided she no longer wanted to be here. Am I blaming y'all for that? Absolutely not. I am saying this, that fear that she had, she wouldn't have if some of you had seen that there was a greater evil than the lesser of two and voted against it. A marginalized community, Article 5, cannot be led by the passions of one person. It can't, because it won't work. It's just like NATO. If the United States decided to attack somebody, then Article 5 would never be called. But if America is attacked, Article 5 goes into effect. Norway, I believe. No, it's Denmark. Denmark, a NATO country. Canada, a NATO country. If we attack it, what do you think happens? We attack Canada, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? Article 5. Article 5. Marginalized communities, Article 5 has to be the same way. It has to be the same way. I need y'all to understand that. Some of y'all are not going to like hearing this. Some of you is going to hit you in a place you didn't even think about. Some of y'all are literally going to be looking at yourself going, he's talking about me, because I am. Again, I am a social commentator. If y'all have ever seen The Lion King, I am Rafiki. And no, do not call me a monkey. I will smack the shit out of you. I am a seer. I am a seer. That is my job. To see things that are coming over the horizon, to see the damage those things can be done and happen to people that cannot fight it, and to warn people. There is danger over there. Be prepared. Be prepared. There is danger over there. And again, had the false activists simply done what they were going to do, nobody would have said shit. Nobody would have cared. Nobody asked me who I voted for. Went in the voting booth, voted, came out. It was the disrespect. It was the disrespect. If you were over on TikTok or have been over on TikTok, y'all know who Madeline Pendleton is. Madeline Pendleton showed her anti-blackness early on. Why are people still listening? Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Why are people still listening to Madeline Pendleton? Why? Why does she still have a platform? Where's Mosquito Dorito? Where he at? Big blowfish head ass. Where the hell is he at? Where he at? Where he at? Rathbone, where he at? Understand, by looking at a situation where there are only two viable choices and standing down when one of those two viable choices is a threat to everyone, you are responsible. All I've heard since November 5th, on November 6th, all I have heard is a bunch of guys, is a guy getting caught cheating by his wife with her best friend and then blaming everybody else that ain't even in the goddamn room except for themselves. That is what I have. That's the only thing I have heard. And a marginalized community, Article 5 cannot work that way. It has to be an all or nothing effort. Jocelyn Royho Carranza should have a hell of a lot more people outraged about her than just her own community. That should be a stain on all of us. A situation that literally could have been fixed by making sure the people that scared that little girl did not come into power. A simple thing. A simple thing. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And now the scrambling, the hiding of the hands and shit with rock dust all over it, that's disrespectful as well. Bitch, we saw you. We saw you. We looked dead at you.
Boy, if you don't get...
It was right there. And yet, the debate now is, I didn't really say that. Hell no, nope. Get your ass up out of here with that bullshit. Get your ass on up out of here with that bullshit.
Get your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and hide the Bible if God's watching. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here. We don't have the time for that either. We don't have the time for that. Revisionist history is not doing any of us any goddamn good. Own it. First thing I said on Monday. What was the first thing I said on Monday? The first step in fighting any problem is to admit that there's a problem there. The first step in fighting any ill, any disease, is admitting that the disease is there. The first step in combating what the Donald Trump regime is doing is admitting some of y'all helped him get there. That's the first thing I said on Monday. Here it is Thursday. So those excuses, I hated them on Monday. I hate them now. They're not going to work. They're not going to work. We saw your ass. Your hands is covered in quarry dust because you threw all the goddamn rocks and then tried to hide your freaking hands. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't tell me, well, I didn't say, bitch, we saw you. We looked you in the face. If there's ever going to be a strength within the marginalized community in America's Article 5, the very first thing we have to do is recognize that some of us inside those marginalized communities helped us get where we are right now. There are black people that helped us get where we are right now. And I will make it my life's goal to remind them of this screwed up shit that they did. And I will never forget. I will never forget. It is not in my nature to let your ass slide up in here. You out your goddamn mind. My daughter is growing up to be a black woman. She's 20. She will be 21 this year. My youngest child, the purest soul I have ever known in my life. The light at the end of my tunnel is her. She is autistic. She suffers from mild retardation. She is special needs. She is disabled. When I voted to make sure her life was better. You voted for somebody that don't even know who the hell she is. And in the result, we got somebody that don't give a shit about her. Make that shit make sense, Jesus. Make it make sense. Fix it, Rao. Make it make sense. My family is not the only family with autistic children. I have 3 of them. My family is not the only family with autistic children. My family is not the only family with people with special needs. Why in the hell would you be so fixated and focused on your little funky ass thing and not see the damn danger that could possibly happen if this greater threat becomes president? And do not hide your hands from this. This is not like Macbeth where you can just wash the blood off. No, it's blood. And what hurts me is that we live in an age, a technological age, where information is readily available. Where you don't have to know a trans person to fight for them. You could have looked up what transgender is. You could have looked up the infant mortality rate amongst black people. You could have looked up how much goes into what immigrants bring to this country, undocumented people bring to this country. Could have done that. You didn't. You didn't listen to the people of Gaza. You didn't. They told you. They told you. They prefer Harris. And you were on a kamikaze mission and you blew up every goddamn body else. In an Article 5 for marginalized communities, that can't happen. There has got to be cross-pollination so that shit like that don't happen. If you are a member of a marginalized community and you're still carrying misogyny, you need to fix that shit. Argue with your mom and argue with her. If you are still carrying misogyny in 2025, you need to ask yourself why. then you need to correct it. If at this stage of the game, trans people still make you feel icky, I need you to go get some ayahuasca and shut your stupid ass up. Sorry. Thank you, Michael Pruitt. Thank you. That was one of her criticisms. Did you see how she laughed? And then I heard some of y'all activists, I'm glad that Kamala can laugh while the children of Palestine die. That don't even make any goddamn sense. That don't even make any goddamn sense. I forgot who it was that said this. But they said, do you know why you activists protested out in front of every Kamala Harris rally and never went to a Trump rally? It's quite simple, really. Safety. Safety. You realize that at a Vice President Harris rally, the best you could have got was what I tried to do, which is ask questions. And then somebody who knew me from TikTok said, I know who you were and I didn't want to talk to you and I made sure nobody else talked to you. That sounds like a you problem. When I literally sat there and told you, as I'm in my journalist bag now, hey, would anybody like to talk to me about why you're protesting? Everybody pulling shit over their heads and shit and walking away. And then the person that was out there was like, well, I knew who you were and I just told everybody not to talk to you. Why? I'm here as a journalist. I'm not here as Thomas Bishop. I'm here as a journalist. I'm covering a rally. And then they said, show the clip. All right, so I did. Never disrespectful. Never walked up and said, screw y'all. And still y'all didn't talk to me? But you know why. Because at a Trump rally, you would have gotten your teeth kicked in. You would have gotten your ass beat. And you knew it. You knew it. You knew safety was an issue if you ever went to a Trump rally. So you went and protested at Vice President Harris's rally. Y'all never uttered the name Trump. The lady from South Carolina that was in Dearborn, Michigan, she even said it. You can't vote for Jill, vote for Trump. And I've been at that woman's Instagram page. She has never once apologized for that. She put some bullshit out talking about, I said some things that were not representative of my community. No, bitch, you actually said the stupid part out loud. You did that. The hiding of the hand. Here it comes. Hold on, here we go. Let me hide my hands. I got rock dust all in my fingernails and all this other shit, but you can't see my hands. The guy that invited Trump to come talk to the Muslim community and then got on television going, I can't, today is a sad day and I cannot believe what happened, but had the Democrats done. No, punk, stand your silly ass on it. Stand on it. Do not backtrack. Do not run away. Look at the results of what you've done. And not just in Gaza, baby, but the Congo, Sudan, the wars in the Congo and the Sudan. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the pain and suffering of people being let out back to Venezuela and places like that. These people who come here and they work their ass off. They pay so much in taxes. $98 billion a year. Now it's gone. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the pain and suffering you have caused families who are now wondering whether or not Donald Trump will actually go after birthright citizenship, something that has not been touched since the 14th Amendment was written. Look at it. It is yours. Look at Jocelyn Royal Carranza. Look at her. Look her up. Say her name. Because that little girl's fear was brought to you by your handiwork. Your handiwork! Look at all the January 6ers who stormed the Capitol. Now they're out free and heavily armed. Now they are the foot soldiers of MAGA. Look at it! We cannot have you in the conversation. We can't have you in the conversation. We can't talk to you. We can't trust you. If this ring that is the marginalized community's Article 5 is ever going to be strong enough to stand up against fascisms like fascists and bullshit like what is going on right now, we cannot have these people in our presence. I'm sorry. They will lead us astray every single time. We will be perpetually fighting their bullshit one-issue values at the expense of every single person within a marginalized community. White women will never truly understand the life of black women and fight for that being an accomplice if we have to continually stop because one white woman feels bad about what's going on in Gaza and shuts every damn thing down. We will never get a chance to truly appreciate and allow trans people and LGBTQIA plus people in this community to simply be their goddamn selves if we always have to stop because one transgender woman wants to talk about Gaza. The lesser of two evils and shit like that. We have to stop these people at the source. You know what? Let me tell you something. Evildoulus, I don't know what it is that you're saying over in TikTok, but oh, you already did it? Oh, thank you, Angry. Ejectocito, cuz. We are building something that will outlive all of us. Outlive all of us. We are building something that when I'm gone, I don't have to worry about my daughter's fight for fairness, for diversity, for equity, and inclusion. There will be a white man that will take up that cause, not because it's cool or anything, it's because in his heart he knows it's right. There will be transgender people that will take up that cause, not because it's popular or they like me, but because it is the right thing to do. They are looking at this from a humanity standpoint. But until such time as we figure out what it is, why a Article 5 is needed, beware the false activist. They have one gear, their gear. They have one vision, their vision. So when they speak, they're never going to come to the table humbly, nor are they ever going to learn from their mistakes. They will perpetually keep us in the midst of fighting their bullshit battles. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, and I'm not going to say this anymore, the people of Gaza, the Palestinians of Gaza, in Gaza and the West Bank, we stand with them. We fight for them. But the activists around them, we ain't got shit for your punk ass. Sorry. stupid for us to talk to. You were too dumb for us to have a conversation with. We're not messing with you. We good over here, B. We are good. We don't want to talk. We don't want to hang out. We don't want to have shit to do with you. We don't. Because while you over here worried about some shit that even the people told you, the people that you're worried about told you, you made the wrong goddamn decision. We got to deal with the fact that the decision that you did make is affecting everybody that ain't you. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your gay uncle, your lesbian niece, your non-binary best friend, your transgender teachers and co-workers, and people like Jocelyn Royho Carranza, who got bullied until she could no longer take it and decided to do something to herself. She was 11. Do I blame you directly for her death? No. I do not. I don't. I blame you for not seeing the field and not seeing her on it. She was a part of the field. She's right there. Little 11-year-old. You let her down. You let her down. Do not come to me with what somebody could have done to kiss your ass to make you get off your damn silly ass and do the right thing. Don't talk to me about those people. Don't. Hold on a second. I'm going to finish the show, but hold on. I had to get his ass out of here. Because if not, it was going to be some prop. It was going to be ugly. It was going to be... It was going to be ugly. That would have been one of them ones that would have been memorable. He'd have farted right in my damn ear. But understand, we ain't got time for that no more. We don't. We don't have time for your, well, if the Democrats said, I don't want to hear it. I don't. I do want you to sit with what you have done. And if you can't sit with it, fine. But get out of our face. Again, I am helping y'all build a marginalized community, Article 5. Y'all can go to YouTube. Y'all can download every one of these shows this past week. Y'all can put them all together and y'all can learn from them. Our roles are all different. I am a social commentator. At the end of the day, I am not a content creator. I'm not a YouTube star. I'm not a TikTok star. I am a social commentator. Whatever following that I have comes from the fact that I will, any single time I open a camera to speak, I will speak on what society is doing right and what society is doing wrong. Even the flag on the Play Fridays, it's a play on the fact that these people are out here making stupid mistakes and they deserve yardage. Everything I do comes from that standpoint of being a social commentator. I love the activists. I shout out the activists, the real ones. But I know I cannot lead anything. I can make a great speech. You want me to come to your school, I'll be more than happy to talk. But I cannot lead a revolution. I can simply tell you when a revolution is needed. And now, more than anything, it is. But the only way you're going to get that level of solidarity, that alliance, that brotherhood, that acceptance amongst these marginalized people is if we're honest about why we're not that way in the first place. And one of the reasons we even need to create a marginalized community, Article 5, is because of some of the mistakes that some of the people that are walking around here right now have done. I don't give a shit who they are. I don't care. If they sat this shit out or made a shitty choice, own it. Put your big boy, big girl panties on and own it.
I'm not asking you to walk with shame. I'm asking you to correct your problem. But don't come and tell me you didn't do it, because you did. Stop getting in people's faces and saying, I don't remember the disrespect. Then you weren't looking. Because I saw it. It wasn't even directed at me and I saw it. That one young lady that called black people a colonizer, I do not trust you. I don't want you anywhere near me. Because you decided to go there. It wasn't enough that you said shit. You decided to go there. You're talking about the people who are descendants of slaves or colonizers, and you think I'm supposed to sit here and want to talk to you. You out your rabbit ass mind. There's nothing but ridicule. Maya, I ain't got shit for you. Keep hiding. Where's that one British Muslim woman? Where's she at? I got shit for you either. Don't bring your ass on there crying. I don't care. Madeline Pendleton, sit your monkey ass down. You doing the most for the least. Sit your biscuit head ass down. Go on over there and sit down. Sit your dumb ass down. I got nothing for you. Mosquito Dorito, wherever you are, stick more Doritos up in your mouth, and I hope a mosquito bite your asshole slow. I don't give a shit. Stay out of my face. Rap on, same thing. Same goddamn thing. You were worried about one damn thing, and then you screwed everybody in this country because you were focused on your one little thing. That woman, whoever the hell she is, I know she's a doctor. I don't remember her name. Go to her Instagram account. Y'all find her. If you can't vote for Jill, vote for Trump, but don't expect to be welcome in my community if you vote for Kamala. Where your ass at now? Stand on your word. Stand up and get this ridicule. Don't try to change the subject. No. Do not try to save face. Hold on. Damn it. All of them. I say, I will not spare anybody's feelings. I say the same thing to black folks that did that shit. Stand your monkey ass out there. Stand your monkey ass out there trying to be an individual. Knowing damn well you didn't come from any individual. I don't give a shit who you are. You didn't come from an individual mindset. You know better. But you stood your silly ass out there. Get your punk ass out in the middle. You're right. Where is Cornel West? Hey, Cornel, is it still the lesser of two evils now? Is it? Hey, Democrats, maybe y'all ass should go a little bit to the left. Just a thought. Just a thought. You some bitches have gone so far to the right, y'all are Drake. Who are you? Who are you? You lied about religious views. You lied about just, like, come on. You, listen. F election, this is a long life battle with your goddamn self, Democrats. DNC, AO, what are you? Harassment, who am I harassing and bullying? Who am I harassing and bullying? See, hey, TikTok. Happy birthday, Miss Goddess. Miss Tavia Goddess Latrice's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday with your beautiful ass now. Dun, dun, dun. Happy birthday, beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. See, I did that for you. Happy birthday from the villain. I get flagged for harassment and bullying. Who am I bullying? Who am I bullying? The people that got ejectocito cuz, they don't count. Some of you activists whose feelings hurt, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Because I'm going to tell you something. And then I'm going to end this damn show. When I said driftwood Americans, I wasn't just talking about Republicans. I wasn't even talking about just MAGA. Some of you are driftwood Americans. You're selfish. You're self-centered. You only see 1 inch of field. You want everybody to pay attention to that 1 inch of field. You want to be as disrespectful as you possibly can. As you possibly can. And then have the nerve and audacity to hide your hands after all of that is done. You are a driftwood American. You're just wearing you just have a Palestine flag and shit like that. You're still a driftwood American. We cannot afford to keep carrying you around. You are a waste of our time. You are a waste of our effort. You are a waste of all of it. All of it. And we, as the marginalized community, Article 5, we cannot afford to have you around. You have to go until you realize exactly what it is that your ass has done wrong. We don't trust you and we don't want you around. I don't speak for everybody. I speak as on societal issues. And you right now are one of the biggest societal issues we have. And your inability to see shit for what it truly is led us to where we are today, where an 11-year-old girl will unalive rather than having to face the bullying. And I will never forgive you for that. Never. Other people may. Not me. And Gretchen even said it is exhausting. What is it? I got you, vampire. Full of your rage, but don't dare deny me my rage. Call me a POS shows how you are. Okay, hey. Gretchen? Mr. Vamper, not Vamper, but Mr. Ben Coco or whatever. Could you please introduce him to the block button? In other words, Ejectocito, cuz. You can't be up in here. No. You don't get to insult somebody on my show in my area there, Ben or whatever the hell your goddamn name is. You don't get to do that. No. Nope. There. You gonna block something? The suffragists were racist. I agree with vampires. Sorry. They were. And that's what led us to where we are today. But anyway. That is the end of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what I am doing here, you're like, man, I want to help that guy any way I possibly can. Think about becoming a patron at patreon.com/Thomas_Bishop. For as little as $3 a month, you can help me keep the lights on, keep the shit moving, all of that good shit. Right? That's what I'm saying. I had an Ejectocito cuz record today. How many Ejectocitos did we do? 4? 4? Or no, we did 2 here and 1 over there on YouTube. That is a record. That is a record. 4 Ejectocito cuz. Listen, 3 here, 1 over on YouTube. That is, that's a record. That's going to be remembered. But for as little as $3 a month, you can help me keep the lights on, keep things moving. I have started to put a little bit of stuff over on my Patreon page. I will be putting more. on there. So think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas_Bishop. before I go any further, my deepest condolences and deepest sympathies to the family of Jocelyn Arroyo Carranza. Your family will always be in my thoughts, and I hope you're healing. I hope you're healing. I know right now it's hard, and I am sorry. So, tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the return of Peak Trance with my good friend, my sister, the CFO of Ghost Claw Productions Radio and Ghost Claw Productions in general, one Miss Trans Gretchen. She will be talking about issues affecting the trans community, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come apart, which she's going to talk about in Article 5, because I know Gretchen, I know how she thinks. That is Peak Trance tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ghost Claw Productions Radio and streaming. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Kennedy Effect. Tonight, the co-owner of this radio station, the head of our news division, the best news name in the business. Argue with your mama. Do not argue with me. One Jeff Kennedy. He will be taking calls. He will be talking about this stuff too, I'm pretty sure. So tune in to the Kennedy Effect tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on Ghost Claw Productions Radio. At 9 p.m. tonight is Superplex Party. Yeah. We're going to be talking about Moose versus Obafemi. Just listen. No water, no bread, just meat. Meat. Also, we'll be talking about the emotional MJF Hangman Page promo and the fact that Dave Meltzer just needs to Dave Meltzer. He got to go, man. He got to go. But yes, Superplex Party tonight. Only on GCPR and streaming. A shout out and a big congratulations to Edo number 4 over in YouTube chats. He just released his 60th episode podcast special. He's interviewing Chris Lotus. Chris Lotus is hot in these streets. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm dead ass. I don't know if y'all understand. Edo number 4 is hot in these streets, and then he brought in the hottest name in these streets, Chris Lotus. Listen, 60th episode of his podcast. Congratulations, Edo. I hope to match that one day, because I will be bringing Enemy of the State every Wednesday. I'm just trying to figure out a day. And I want to get a background that doesn't look like this. So I will be streaming every day. I will be trying to bring on guests and things of that nature. So I'll probably be using the TikTok desktop version so we can have great conversations. Look out for it. Enemy of the State is going to return. I will be recording it, and it will be a podcast on Thursday, but the original show will come on Wednesday, probably about 2 hours. It'll be during the day. So every Wednesday, only on Ghost Claw Productions Radio. Ooh, I had to burp. This show is brought to you in part by Glitterwix. Go to glitterwix.com. Pick up some of them great candles. Stop playing. Pick up some of them great candles, some of them great merchandise. Inspired by some of your favorite content creators, myself included. Glitterwix.com. This show is brought to you in part by Smooth California. Skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. Don't take it from me. Take it from Solid Blue Sister, the creator and owner, black-owned, woman-owned, black-owned creator of Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online. This show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. Like I said, they got great shirts. Listen, they got a Black Queen shirt that I think every black woman should buy just so they can wear it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have a copy of it. I wear it all the time anyway. So go to melexcellence.com. Finally, this show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Go to somethingBlackMade.com and check out the merchandise they have over there. It is a great, great, fantastic shop. The Sound of Coffee shop is being worked on. The Sound of Coffee shop is being worked on, okay, kids? It's coming. I'm still working on the Swole Meat collection. All right, okay. So calm down. Probably by tomorrow I'll have it fixed. Everything will be straightened out. That way you can go to the Sound of Coffee. Pick up some of the merchandise I have created over there. You can get the Sound of Coffee logo. You can get a shirt that says "May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup," which is a great sentiment. You can even put it on your kids and send them to school. It'll look fantastic. Or you can wear it to church, wear it, whatever. So the Sound of Coffee shop is being worked on. What do we say every single day, no matter the level of anger, no matter the level of passion, no matter the funny jokes? I say this every single day because I mean it. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. I say that because I want to give you guys affirmation. I say that. Listen. Playful, stop playing. Stop that. I am literally on the air. This is my job, woman. I do that. I say that every day because I want you guys to know that no matter what happens, you are loved. You are loved. I want your day to be as sweet as possible. Whether you're a man, a woman, non-binary, trans, whatever, I want you to have that day because you deserve it. You deserve it. There is no ambiguity about it. You deserve it. You've worked hard. You've worked tirelessly. And sometimes you just need to know, starting in the morning, that somebody really gives a shit about you. And I do. I give a shit. It is me. Him is I, and I is him. Thank you for staying up, Wolfie. Wolfie all the way over in Australia is always welcome here because Wolfie, that's a level of dedication that some people have got. I ain't got that. But just know that I love you. Be safe. Have fun today. Or at least try. This has been The Sound of Coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as The Villain. I will be on my regular TikTok account tomorrow. And literally, I will finish up this Article 5, Marginalized Community Article 5 tomorrow. But there will be flags because y'all know what tomorrow is. Flag on the play, Roddy. Flag on the play, Roddy. Y'all know what time it is. I love y'all. Be safe. Be good. Have a great and productive day. See y'all in the morning. Peace. Love.